Okay, now, I did a little bit of research in the last couple of days because I got to give a big speech here coming up to a group. And this is kind of shocking stuff. It turns out, what is the annual cost? I ask the question, okay, what is the annual cost of treating diseases in the United States? Let's just look at the annual cost of treating heart disease. That's a big one, right? $316.8 billion. $316.8 billion annually in America to treat heart disease. And let's look at MS, multiple sclerosis, $85 billion. Let's look at diabetes, $342 billion. And here's the big one, the big kahuna, arthritis, $626.8 billion. Okay, these are the annual costs of treatments. Now, this is not cures. This is just the treatments, resolving symptoms. Okay? And so, we're talking just those four, it's above $1 trillion. Okay? It's like scary stuff here. And that's why doctors aren't interested in nutrition, because they make so much money just for treating the symptoms. Why should they change what they're doing? Okay? Their goal is to make people happy. Okay, I'm going to get rid of your pain. And you get rid of the patient's pain. The patient says, I love my doctor. I had arthritis pain for years. I'm going through a bottle of aspirin every day, and he gave me this new medication, and my arthritis pain went away. So when I die, I'm going to leave everything I have to my doctor. I just love my doctor. Just treating symptoms. $626.8 billion a year to treat the symptoms of arthritis in America. And that's only 4 diseases. Okay, heart disease, MS, diabetes, and arthritis. The one that got me started on this quest was MS, multiple sclerosis. This was released about 2 months ago now, $85 billion, and that freaked me out. $85 billion to treat the symptoms of MS, not to cure it. Okay. And then the second one I looked at was diabetes, $342 billion. The next one I looked at is heart disease, $316 billion. And then arthritis, $626.8 billion. Oh, my gosh. And so I really, really would like you to go to www.drjwallach.com and get a hold of the book Epigenetics. Get a hold of the book Hell's Kitchen. Get a hold of the book set, The Truth About Nutrition, the book, the CD, the DVD. It'll blow your mind how much we know. We can get rid of these diseases for pennies. I mean, we're talking about in 1 year, we could probably eliminate 85-90% of these diseases. Just eliminate them, because they're all nutritional deficient diseases. None of them are genetic, none of them are autoimmune. And, of course, doctors know I beat them up when they talk about these things being autoimmune and genetic. So they came up with a new category called the metabolic syndrome. The metabolic syndrome. What's in the metabolic syndrome? Obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, liver disease, lung disease. That's it. And these are all nutritional deficient diseases. But they know they get beat up. Even their patients are coming in now and say, well, Wallach says that this is a nutritional deficiency. And so, well, now you got the metabolic syndrome. Sorry, we got to treat you for the metabolic syndrome. Everybody said, oh, my God, I got the metabolic syndrome. And, it sounds very medical, the metabolic syndrome. It's just a thing they created so they could justify charging people the amount of money they do for simple nutritional deficiency diseases. It just freaks me out. So I do want you to contact me at www.drjwallach.com. Get a hold of that book, Hell's Kitchen. Get a hold of the book, CD and DVD set, The Truth About Nutrition. Get a hold of that book. It's all in your head. I mean, how many times have you heard a doctor say, you might have osteoporosis of the skull. Let's do a little scan here and see what's going on with your skull. No, you've got AFib. We need to do an ablation, which has the highest rate of deaths for the procedure of any medical procedure. Ablation. So why do they want to do that? Because they pay a lot. Okay? And it's one of those things where you have to really, really look at what's going on here. And so you educate yourself. You can save yourself an enormous amount of unnecessary misery. You can add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. And it's one of those things where, the the whole mission here, the medical system, is to make people happy by relieving symptoms. I finally figured it out after all these years. Why people, they'll fight you. I got to stick with my doctor. My doctor's great. He eliminated all my suffering, which I had for years. And, you know, I was the first one in this city to get this new drug. He remembered me. And so I'm going to take good care of him when I die. I'm going to leave everything in my will to my doctor. And this is crazy because doctors are creating a dairy herd. And, you know, the farmer rings the bell. The dairy cows come running in. He gives them a couple of cups full of grain, you know, usually corn or wheat or something bad like wheat or barley, rye, or oats. But the cows like it, and he milks the cows, and then he opens the barn door and kicks them out, and they go eat grass. And then the next day he rings the bell again. They come running in for the little 2 cups of their grain, and he milks them again. And does that sound familiar? Yeah. Well, you have to have an annual physical. You have to come in every month to test your blood sugar.